welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Indiana Pacers. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Suns finally broke a decade-long playoff drought.
Yeah, I love it, and I love that team. David, thank you. While we get a break, let's now take a look at the October standings out east. We take a look at the Pacers. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third-best record in the conference.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Paul George. And it's McConnell in at the point. And for the Suns, they've got Marion. Andre Ayton out there with Stoudamire. Then it's Nash. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard. And this door should be a fun one because of the pace these teams play at. It's all about the up-tempo game for them.
Right, transition, fast break, the opportunity to be electric every trip down the floor. I will be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 once tonight.
Oh, my God.
Sabonis trying to get open. It's three-pointers off the mark. Suns on offense. Marion passes to Ayton.
Deandre Ayton, the first pick of the 2018 draft. He was obviously the consensus number one at the time. So hard to pass on a center like him who's got size, athleticism, and a elite vertical threat at the cup.
First free throw is good.
Well, the modern NBA big is so highly coveted. Deandre Ayton has got the ability to face up, to be a force at the rim. That's why you see guys like him go first overall in the draft.
That one is no good. George against Marion. Now, here is George. He started close.
Intimidating.
And that was a loaded 2018 draft class. Not just Ayton, but Nash and Trae Young as well.
Yeah, there were some question marks early in his career about whether that was the right selection. But, boy, Ayton has been a tremendous fit for them. This guy's upside is still so high.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the score by Phoenix. Pass to George. Knocked away. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Yeah, there are times where you've got to get to that mid-range jump shot, and Paul George has got it to perfection.
Nash, the pass to Marion. Kicks it out to Booker. Passes it to Stoudamire. From deep. And there's Booker on the assist by Stoudamire.
When you're a player like Devin Booker, whether you're playing with the ball or in this instance without, your instinct is, I'm going to rise and fire on the catch.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. McConnell finds Hibbert. Here's Marion into the lane.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. McConnell passes to Hibbert.
Oh, damn it, y'all.
Over Nash. going to go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
And I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
Here's Nash. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Atlanta over Sabonis. On target from 13 feet.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Indiana off to a slow start. Trailing here by 8. McConnell passes to George. To the inside.
Damn, I thought one of y'all was going to get the rebound.
Looking to end the run. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it.
Oh, my God. Come on, 2K.
And the foul.
You tell me I ain't steal that one?
Shawn. That's his first foul. That's his first. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. McConnell finds Hibbert. George against Marion.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Here's Nash. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
team foul.
Elbow. 2.
The Suns have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
Both free throws good from Nash.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to George.
Come on, man.
And stolen by Nash. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Nash has got the ball, and he comes up with the deuce.
And the story here, Devin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
McConnell kicks to Hibbert. Pass to Brogdon. Back to Hibbert. McConnell with it. Shot clock at 5. To the middle to stop the drought. George, no good.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Hibbert after the Suns pick up 2. And there's the call on Deandre. That's his first foul. Alex Len's checked in for 8. Then for the Pacers, Turner's checked in for Hibbert. Harrington comes in for Sabonis. And it's LeVert in for Paul George. Nash against McConnell. Damn. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Booker outside. Back to Nash. To the paint. And it's Marion. That time on the assist by Nash. Marion's got 8 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Out to the right wing. Harrington against Stoudamire. Harrington, the pass to Turner. Rejected by Len.
You see the agility of Alex Len in good position for the spot.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Marion outside. Off target with his 3. And
So he goes slower on the 3-point.
It up for the Pacers.
Just fast on the free throw.
It's a 14-point game. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now here's Levert. Ari Stoudamire missing his last
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Levert the pass to Harrington. Now McConnell. Out to Turner. All sorts of time. Len grabs the board.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
And Shawn Marion with the slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Brogdon. And he gets the basket. Officials
do we need a spark for real?
So a chance at the line for one more.
like for real, do we actually really need a spark right now?
Did Turner lead the NBA in swats? He also shot almost 40%, Greg, on his 3.
And you go back to
Substitution for the Pacers.
What the hell's the game doing?
How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Passes to Ayton.
Don't be stupid.
Out to Marion.
What are y'all doing? Why y'all just standing around?
Back to Ayton. Pocket 6. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass. And the Suns lead by 12. Indiana's gotten hot from 3-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Jeremy Lamb. Paul George is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Sumner in at the 1.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
And Shawn Marion with the slam.
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
Pacers trail by 14. And there's the pass to Hibbert. Sumner kicks to Lamb. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for the Pacers.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
First one falls for him. And Doris is a point guard running the show. When you look at options on the floor around you, your teammates, at what other position would you most like another big-time player?
You know, Kevin, I'm not sure I'm going to define it necessarily by shooting guard, small forward, power forward, or center. I think what I would say is it's always great to play with guys who have the ability to think the game quickly and at a high level, because those who can think it and combine that with skill are the most dangerous guys on the floor.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm.
Here's George. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Down low, here's Stoudamire, and Stoudamire slams it in.
And Stoudamire, a dunking machine out there. Remarkable at getting the position he needs to bring that one home.
Pass to Sumner. Harrington kicks to McConnell. In the corner, George with it. From outside, off the mark.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Stoudamire dishes to Nash. Pass to Booker. McConnell against Marion. Shot clock at 6. And Hibbert with the block.
Well, I should just back them down.
And here's McConnell. And George kicks to McConnell. And the foul called on Shawn Marion. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. Here's Sumner. Indiana again missing. Suns leading by 14. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pulls it up. A shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. And now the Suns, a fast break. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Devin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you.
Well, 6'11", 255 pounds. Miles Turner using that size to his advantage.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these 2 teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Suns on top as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle, Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front at the half is Phoenix. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this lead. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. We need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that time.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Shawn Marion really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Suns, Deandre Ayton out there with Stoudamire. Then it's Nash.
Damn, my bad.
Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Marion in at the small forward spot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And here are the Suns now. McConnell with it. Six on the shot clock. Brogdon outside. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Brogdon's got 8 points.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon already has a 50, 40, 90, the ultimate efficient season under his belt, putting in work from the three-point line.
It's Marion with the drive. Can't connect from short range.
I thought he was going to keep rolling with it.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability. But everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man. And for a big man, Stoudamire is an incredible dunker. Glides to the rim effortlessly, and the D really at his mercy.
McConnell kicks to George. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Deandre. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Step back and squared up. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fucking up.
I mean, I like the call. I thought
right. Why does the game do that, man? Y'all can't program the game to make motherfuckers get away. They run right into your lane.
Sabonis kicks to McConnell. Looking for George. He gets it there.
And you got to respect the quick hands of Marion. Awesome at contesting shots with that long reach.
Stoudamire, the pass to Marion. Back to Stoudamire. Inside. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
That weak ass shit they had Marion go up with. Come on, bro.
Lamb is checked in for Paul George.
Jeremy Lamb.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's Marion. And that one is off. Some solid defense there from Lamb.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Booker with it. Ogden picks him up.
Get your ass. Oh, my God. Get your ass out the fucking way.
Marion against Lamb. And the layup's good off the glass. Marion's got 18 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
It's
how, 2K? How? How, 2K?
Goga Bitadze is checked in for Indiana. Brogdon outside. To the inside. Lamb. Good work defensively by Marion.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And Shawn Marion with the slam.
And Nash is an incredible passer. Seems like he has eyes in the back of his head sometimes. One of the best.
For Indiana, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half.
This is a fail. Shawn Marion stronger.
Booker against
faster.
Brogdon.
He's more athletic.
He feeds it to Hibbert. Rejected by Booker. And they'll keep possession. Suns leading by 22.
Man, come on, okay.
Stoudamire in the post. He's covered by McConnell. And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection Deandre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the left wing. Hibbert inside. Ayton's there. And count it. The shot is
let him have that
go to the
one.
free throw line.
Sometimes you just got to let him have
They
it.
tried. The D just has...
Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And so in the game for the Pacers. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. Levert out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Sabonis, the pass to Levert. And just a couple years ago, Doris, it seemed, didn't it, like bigs were a dying breed in the NBA? Then last season, 2 of the top MVP candidates were center.
There was so much conversation that true 5 men, the center position, was no longer in vogue. And then all of a sudden, look what happens. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid were neck and neck for long stretches of the season. Both 5 men, both highly skilled. To me, it's always about, can you play the game or can you not play the game? And those 2 men, they can play.
Passes it to Levert. Over Suggs. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. And there's a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The shot by George,
come on,
wide open. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
I was going the other direction,
sure
man.
Got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Suggs passes to Saric. Marion against Sabonis. Kicks it out to Booker. Marion trying to get open. Another 3 for Phoenix.
How about that? Devin Booker says, anything you can do, I can do better. 3 in the books.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And George gets it to go.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Marion against Sabonis. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the usual order was upset last season in more ways than one. 5 out of the final 8 teams, Doris, in the playoffs had never won a title before.
Kevin, I think for the long-term health and viability of the league, the more teams with an opportunity to win the championship, the better off. We saw new stars get their first opportunity to win a championship. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the hardest workers, one of the most humble superstars, goes out and wins it. It was so fun to cover.
Oh, Shawn tripping.
He misses the free throw.
My bad, I forgot.
Marion, a tough player to guard. That quick, athletic combo forward with an unorthodox shot.
Phoenix making some changes. Deandre Ayton comes in for Len, and it's Stoudamire in for Saric. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Indiana. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Sabonis kicks to George. And the foul called on Shawn Marion. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Pacers making a switch here. Hibbert's checked in, and the Pacers call time here. Well, it's one of the things most fans don't notice, but Malcolm Brogdon, Greg, is one of the best free throw shooters ever.
How about he had a year where he shot 93% from the line to lead the NBA, and for his career, just about a 90% shooter. That's a huge advantage for a point guard like Brogdon, a guy who handles the ball late in close games.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers.
No, fuck 2K. 2K.
To the paint. Here's George. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Just incredible concentration. When Paul George is going strong inside, it doesn't matter what he's got to overcome.
Booker outside. Here's Stoudamire. And he overshot that one, missing.
That was almost ugly as Marion's jump shot.
Outside, George. Doris, there's much argument over how the MVP award should be decided. There are stats, time on the floor, the intangibles, with the winner, with the loser. What criteria do you use when you vote on that award?
Well, there's so much that goes into this because, number one, how skilled are you? You have to be one of the most skilled
Why did
players
Marion,
in the league, in my estimation.
Why did Marion get on fire for that?
How much do you influence winning? But the fact of the matter is most MVPs finish in the top 2 or 3 in their respective conferences. So that's another criteria. I'm just going to say this to you. I will actually poll NBA players as I come across them in the season talking about these awards, these first, second, third team All-NBA, because they're the guys lining up opposite and know what goes into what these guys do.
George finds Hibbert. McConnell with it. Suggs brings the double team. George fires, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
To the middle.
Why did they make me wait to shoot the damn ball, man?
They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the foul called on Shawn Marion. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Suns making a change here. Nash is checked in. Hibbert against Ayton. Here's Brogdon. Rebounded by Deandre Ayton. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Well, Deandre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Pacers trail by 21. Here's Brogdon. And Doris, in the landscape of the NBA, there are those organizations that seem to have a hard time building a winner. What is it they lack, in your opinion, that's holding them back?
Well, success in any
you
field
left him.
usually involves a
2K, why does the game do that, bro?
So in the NBA, it starts with ownership. Are they committed to winning? Then you have to look at your front office. Do they do a good job drafting talent? Do they understand what goes into team building and quality trades? To the head coach, how modern is he and what is his philosophy? Down to it's about the players ultimately. Do you have the stars that can drive winning?
McConnell passes to George. And the foul called on Shawn Marion. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Come on, man, because we can get the fans some tacos.
Now Brogdon. Back to McConnell. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Damn it.
On the
Stoudamire,
defended by
fuck.
George against Marion. Nash with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
We're real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're down by 21. There's a minute 40 left to play in the final quarter. And now,
substitution on the court.
Ain't this a bitch? I want to call a timeout.
5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jeremy Lamb.
First free throw is good.
Pacers substitution.
You bitch ass.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Mason Jones.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Six. This game gotta do better, man. Nope. Nope. It was in the fourth quarter, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was in the fourth quarter. Nope. Wow, they called it a shot.